City, L-Y-T-C-Y-T-I,
still by my head, just
beginning. You know, about to take it worldwide.
Okay.
My nigga Knox Prime, Vegas to New York. Still, nigga.
It'll be alright when the purple light it up.
A certain amount of niggas, cause certain amount of niggas, cause hurting amount of triggers I get. I roll through town, Glock 9, hope your vest gon' Tech 10 and scorch 'em. If it's problems, we get it over easy. Like eggs in the morning, I lay 'em. What's happening? Q-Mac,
Check,
two
check.
checks up, you know tragic gon'. My bass blow sound, niggas mad I'm in the X. All they seeing is her face go. Probably his chick. See ice pickpocketing, freeze ice brick dropping there. Devilish. Lord was calling, click let him all team. Seen him drawing, now his mama falling. To her knees, please not my baby. Cause she know she had to fuck him now. Smoke 90 splits, purple making me high like Tony Braxton in 96. I ain't worried about coming. Here, take the ice pick. If he trip, get him quick. This I'm ejecting flame. You watch him
catch bullets from the coat like Reggie Wayne. Listen, kids, I'ma bust you in this. I'm holding sheet. Split City. Ooh-wee. Welcome back, everybody. You are tuned in to the UnDrafted AllStarz Radio Sports Show. I'm your host. I am Big Sugar, a.k.a. Sugar Dolce the Great, a.k.a. Mr. Tell Your Friends About Me. I'm sitting here chilling in the hooch with my co-host,
Q Mecca, 2 techs up. You know, Tragic gon' hold you down. Yo, what's going on? C4 Nate from the 618. Let's be great, because it's time to debate.
Let's get it.
So, what we got on the docket?
We're going to start this thing off, man. We're going to jump right into it.
We're going to jump into
We're going to talk about your boy Prime Time.
Deion.
Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. He is officially in Colorado.
He said, I'm out. Fuck
said
y'all
he
niggas,
out.
I'm out of here. Like George Bush did to Katrina.
So it's like a few things that people been saying about Deion Sanders. People that don't know, Coach Prime took the job in Colorado. He's already there. He's taking his son with him. He's going to be the quarterback. Travis Hunter is going with him. All-star cornerback.
I heard he was taking like 8 more players.
He's taking
too.
like 8 more players with him.
Damn.
He's also taking Alabama's defensive back coach, Charles Kelly, to Colorado with him. He's taking Mississippi Valley State head coach. Vince Dancy has resigned to take his talent to Colorado to join Coach Prime's staff.
Oh, that's dope. He said, I'm going to bring my own team. Y'all got to let, if I come, they coming with me.
What y'all got going? What y'all feeling about him going to Colorado? Leaving JSU to go to Colorado. I need some.
I feel like the masses is hard on him. They calling them sellouts and coons and all this. I don't believe he's that. What I believe is he had a dream to elevate. He went to Jackson State, who was the only one who would give him a job because he didn't have any experience coaching in college. Mm-hmm. They gave him a job. He got the program, turned it around, put money into
his
him.
own money.
Put his own money into him, and he also taught the young men how to be men.
Absolutely.
And he moved up. He had a 4-year deal. He stayed for 3 of them. I don't see what's so bad about it, but I do understand why the people in Jackson State and maybe at the school feel a certain way about it. But all coaches do that, don't they? Don't they move up? They leave jobs to go to get a better job.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, and I heard a report from Stephen A. Smith saying, no, not from Stephen A. Smith, from Joe Budden, the reporter. He said, hey, the school was taking money that was supposed to go to the athletics and giving it to scholarships. They was doing weird things with the money. So that could have been another motivating reason why Deion could have left. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's a coon. I don't think he's a sellout. I think he went there, did what he needed to do. She gave y'all a blueprint that y'all could follow, even if he ain't there, and move forward. We can't depend on one man to change the world. Only he can do is his part. And I think Deion did his part there. He showed them what you could do if you just tighten up a little bit. Now somebody else could come in and tighten up. Now, of course, somebody else won't have Deion's name and cachet, but
and celebrity, yeah.
and celebrity. But outside of that, I think he did what most of us do. Try to upward and onward mobility. What you think, Nate? What you think, C4 from the 618?
I look at this move and I love it. I have no problems with it whatsoever. He came into Jacksonville State. Yeah, he said he was going to do 4 years. He did not do 4 years. But in the time he was there, he turned that program completely around. They won championship under his belt, under his watch. He got the players looking good. He got the players feeling good, playing good, and they out there shining. He did his thing. He's accepted the job in Colorado. I expect him to do the same thing in Colorado. People are looking at it and they're saying it's a bad move and it can't do anything. But you got two schools getting ready to leave that conference, which is UCLA and USC, which makes the top school Oregon and most likely Colorado.
Maybe Washington.
So you got a chance to move this program to a top 3, top 5 position within its conference. And I think he's going to do it. He's going to excel. He's brought players with him, so these players already know the gist of his coaching. They know the plays. So I'm looking at this, and I think it's going to be a big thing for Colorado. They're going to end up in a bowl. I don't know if I'm going to say next year, but within the next 2 years, they will definitely be playing a bowl game. And I see Deion having success there.
I do too. I think over the next couple of years, I ain't gonna say win national championship, but I think he'll have them
competing
some winning records.
Right.
Because they haven't been winning. And I think it's other jobs he could have taken, but he decided to take this one because I think it was the hardest to probably bring back from the dead to make him a legitimate squad.
Right.
I'm one of the people that say I want him to stay because I feel like other people, I want you to stay because you're trying to build something down there. We doing this, we doing that. Mm-hmm. And we understand what you're doing down there, Coach Brian. But people going off what you said is why they mad. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, do basic guards and all that stuff, and what I'm going to do when I'm here, which he accomplished most of the stuff that he said he was going to do. He just didn't stay there long enough to do it. So he got to his goal faster.
Right.
Than what he thought he was going to do, which is great. I didn't want him to leave. After thinking about it, I'm kind of glad he leaves. Not glad, but I see what he's trying to do.
Right.
Go somewhere else and do it again. And like Q said, because we talked about this a couple days ago, he is making a blueprint for other people, because that's what we can say it like this. That's what the other white coaches are doing. They're going to win other places. Right. They're getting better jobs. and eventually they get to the NFL.
Right.
Just like your boy Matt Rule. Matt Rule's at Temple. They was trash. He made them good.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I forgot the other school he was at. But then he went to Baylor. Baylor was the number one scoring offense when he was there.
Yep. Right.
That's why they hired him at Carolina. I think he's trying to do the same thing without telling the world what he's doing to bring ill will to what he's trying to do.
Right. Which is the way we got to do it.
Just be happy for this dude. Follow in his footsteps. Do what millionaires say. You want to be a millionaire? Do what millionaires do.
Yeah.
You want to be what Coach Prime do? What Coach Prime do?
Hey, black people. Sometimes, as a black person, we got to understand. We got to go through the back door.
Yes.
To get to the
We got to go the hard road.
Yeah. And we got to, and that's what we know that. We know that, but we can't call that out and be like, "Oh, he's selling out." Or
be happy for this dude.
We got to understand that sometimes it's hard being a black guy with the job. President Obama said it. You get more scrutiny, you get more haters, and then your own people be doing it to you. That'd be what be making you even sadder. You probably expect it from certain people, but when your own people do it to you, you be like, "Damn, y'all can't see that I'm trying to do this for us."
We got a caller, bro. Let's talk to that caller.
Thank you for calling in. Call in. Caller, you're on there. What's your name? What you got to say?
Fine ass. Fine ass is my first name.
Fine ass is your first name?
That's your first name?
Correct.
Your mama was drunk. How
are you doing?
Listen, I'm good. I have a question for y'all. Are either one of you an activist? Like, any one of you been like frontline fighting for black people? Like, hey, we need to develop this situation and make it work so that Black people can hear it or Black people can benefit from it?
I would say I'm an activist, but you know what? I've read more, and I understand that being an activist takes multiple aspects. Like, I used to be more Malcolm X and thought Martin Luther King was foolish. But what I realized is you need both. Malcolm X is going to get the streets ready. Martin Luther King going to be able to talk to the white person in the White House and tell him what we want. So you need both. So I think activism is not just one thing that you do.
And answer the
you can
question.
do it with money.
Any one of you, answer the question. Either one of you are activists. Let's not beat around the bush.
I marched on the streets with my gun, with the people when they was killing Black people. What you call that?
I'm not an activist like that, but I've marched before.
Like an ally. So you were allies against what people were doing to other Black people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. I've been allies. I've been in protests.
I think that with Sanders, like being part of a movement, like you signed up to be part of a movement for people who look like us, right? Mm-hmm. Like we have a radio station that you guys happen to be on that was created for you to be able to deliver content to people who look like you, right?
Absolutely.
And to have like unapologetic, unfiltered conversation that you could talk to people who look like you. Like if I said, hey, I'm only going to be part of this station for a year and then I'm out, I'm going to some white people stations, my content is going to be delivered differently. The people that's on the station with me are not going to look like me. Like it's an interesting concept. Like I think that he had an obligation to stick it out for 4 years. Now, after whatever he did after 4 years, and I say that because he had these freshmen, top recruits, come to his school, and like at least like stick it out for them. And it's one thing; it's different, right? This man has, I think, his net worth is like $45 million, right? $45 million net worth, and they're going to give him $29 million over 4 or 5 years at Colorado, right? There's nothing different that you as a person, right? Sugadocious, Q4, Q4. There's no Q-Mecca, 2 techs up, all of that. There's nothing that you can do from with $50,000 to 70 whatever million. There's nothing different. You're not going to buy a different type of house. You're not going to buy a different type of car. In 5 years, over $29 million, you could generate that on your own. So he took it for the clout. We all know that Sanders been a clout chaser. He been wearing them big suits.
So that's what you're saying? You're saying he went for them. He took the money instead of doing what he's supposed to.
I say that he could have taken the money after he actually gave it a hard fact, like a hard try. Like I'm sorry, there's no one who can buy this particular business is on-air radio. There's no white company that can buy this. If Miss Kathy Hughes would like to purchase this, because she is the person who owns the most radio stations in the United States, and she is a Black woman. Mm-hmm. If she want to buy this, please, Kathy, man, call me, ma'am. Like, call me up. But if Viacom wants to buy it, I don't care if it's $1 million, $100 million. I don't care. They're not doing it because what the purpose is for us to be able to deliver uncensored censored content to people who look like us for a movement.
Okay, let me say
so.
something.
Like, I think that you got to stick things out. You got to stick things out.
I agree. I'm agreeing with you. My side of it, again, I did want him to stay. But I understand what he's doing. I understand what he's doing.
I see what he's doing, but at some point, as Black people, we have got to stop letting white people pay us to do different shit.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
I agree.
At some point,
but that also depends on your goal.
Guess what you have to do that's what you have to keep doing. You have to keep going to DBs every Saturday.
Yes.
Right? You have to. Like, I bet not see you go to Hot and Juicy instead. Like
we could go to Darla's too because she Black owned. Shout out to Darla.
Let me say
that. That's exactly my point.
Let me say this.
You cannot go to DB's one day and go to Darla's. That's cool, but don't not go to DB's and go to Hot and Juicy. Like,
I got
me
you
with that.
C4, go ahead.
Let me say something about that. Okay, with what you said, let me take this all the way back. With what you said about this radio station, you're absolutely correct. It's purchased so people like us that look like us can express what we want to express and how you want to.
Yeah.
If Viacom comes to the owner of this station and offers $100 million, why not let them buy it? Here's the thing. The people that work here, they can decide, okay, well, they bought it, but we don't want to work for them. And then they can walk out, and you can take that $100 million. Hold on, let me finish, please.
Because I'm not
Let me
a
finish,
sellout.
please.
That's why.
Let me finish, please.
So you think if
So
you take
you can take that $100 million and you can still go create another station or 2 or 3 where people look like us can still do the same thing, and you make profit. My thing about this with Dion is Dion has this vision, and the person that owned this radio station had a vision for this. But everybody doesn't understand that person's vision. That vision is for that person to understand. We can speculate it from the outside and say, oh, well, maybe they should have did this, maybe they should do that. But this is their vision. As the owner, this is your vision.
It's unfortunate.
So,
and it's unfortunate that that's his vision. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that don't start off at the HBCU and then anybody wants you before that. You get at the HBCU, try to claim you're going to build up the program, donate money, which you're going to get back because it's tax deductible, and then dip out and go take white people's money.
That's fine.
No, that's not.
But he still brought to the HBCU. He still brought them a championship.
Listen,
You can't talk at the same time, people. Can't talk at the same time.
C4, you can officially be a sellout if you would like to, but just know that Viacom cannot come here. Listen, I had the second year of the station. The second year of the station, we had like 1.5 million listeners, right?
Mm-hmm.
They offered a white station, a white media company offered 79 cents per listener, right? Right now, we at almost 3.4, and they offer, again, I got to offer up 82 cents per listener. Okay, these are white people. Absolutely not. Listen, it's important for me to stay within the community. I don't have to go outside of the community. I already know my worth. But I know that the next person that may want to, open a station, may want to deliver content like this, needs a fair example. And I'm okay to sacrifice to make sure that example is valid and still valuable to them.
And that's fine.
But that's my opinion, and my thoughts are so risky, okay?
And that's absolutely fine. But that doesn't make me a sellout if I'm looking at it and generating more ways for us to have more opportunities. That doesn't make me a sellout.
That's just
you can say that, and if that's how you feel, that's fine.
We should have
cool.
never
Congratulations.
desegregated.
But
we can't talk over each
we
other.
should have never desegregated, y'all.
I agree with that.
We should have, because
I agree with that.
Now we got C4 talking like this. Like this.
I agree.
That's
with
a
you.
whole
I
other
agree.
subject, but you're
That
correct.
make you
in
feel
a
better,
way.
okay.
But so you saying Dion is a
and-
sellout? You saying you think Dion is a sellout?
I'm saying that he could have stuck it out. Two things. He made the best decision for himself, maybe, because the extra $29 million is not going to be helpful to him, right? So he made the best decision for himself, and he thinks that him bringing black kids to white schools is going to be helpful and give them more opportunity. I personally have 5 family members, 4 of them from HBCUs who are 2 of them currently in NFL. The rest of them just recently retired. Okay, they all came from HBCUs except for one. Okay. I mean, like, I guess I have a different type of example. I have a different type of upbringing of being hella black and hella proud. So I'm going to leave that because I know y'all need to get back to the sports and all that. Go Cowboys.
I like that. Go Cowboys.
No, fuck the Cowboys.
I like, first off, go Cowboys. But I like this.
Niners.
Check this out. I get your angle, but I need you to answer this question that Q asked you. Do you think he's a sellout?
I don't think that he's a sellout. I think that he could have stuck it out longer.
So how does that make me a sellout if you're right?
In that situation, what name would you give him if you would the title what he did? What would you call it?
I would say that he is uncommitted. He always been an opportunity. This man, y'all don't remember this man wearing them big ass suits and them chains, walking around trying to do
He prime time.
He prime. That's how he built his name.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's what he wants to shine. He wants to shine, and wherever that shine is going to come through, that's what he wants to use.
But do you credit the things that he did for HBCUs and for Jackson State? Because he brought a highlight to them and brought them up.
And
You
if he would have
discredit
stuck it
that?
out, if he would have stuck it out a couple more years, just how much more valuable he would have been to the black community.
I believe in that absolutely.
Do you
If
think
he had
that,
stayed
do you
there,
think that he
would've-
made a blueprint to see that there's other black men that could come up?
No, because he's not the type of person to share information.
How do
He's
you
not the
know
type
that?
of person to. Like I said, I have 5 family members who are in
fine.
the NFL, so I have first line experience. Okay, so I'm not gonna call you and shoot the shit about anything I don't know. So I'm definitely not gonna call a sports show to talk about sports if I don't know sports.
Well, you don't know that much because you're a Cowgirl fan.
None of us
If you're
know-
a Cowgirl fan, you don't know that much.
All I'm saying is
Whatever.
none of us know what's going on
All
through
I'm
Deion's
saying
head
is
and his
when the Cowboys get to Super Bowl, just say I
It is
said
over.
How long you been saying
It's
that?
fucking over for them.
How long have y'all been saying that for? Like since y'all was kids?
That's fine. But when we do, you gonna
When they
block
got-
me on Instagram, all that shit.
Well,
But
the 49ers been to Super Bowls.
I appreciate y'all entertaining my dialogue though, but
Absolutely.
I don't
We
think
understand
he
where you're
fell
coming
out.
from.
Look, all
So don't
I'm
be
saying
calling
is,
Deion a sellout
I get you.
just because he got zoot suits on.
I didn't sell him. I didn't call him a sellout.
I get
know.
your angle. I get where you're going.
I just think he tapped out too early, and I
Let's
think that he had an obligation to us as a people to just stick it out a little longer. He would have got more money offerings too, so he could have stuck it out. But he goes to the worst state that has the highest mental health issues and want to bring black kids there. But anyway, that's it. That's all I got.
I got you. Thank you for
All
the
right, thank you.
call.
I love y'all.
Love you too.
Later.
Bye. Alrighty then.
That was
So
kind of
some
gangster.
people, I ain't mad at it.
702-551-5260.
Call in and tell us what you think.
Whoever
I ain't
called
mad.
in while the
It was
show was going
entertaining.
on,
Call back.
please call back. I don't want to say your number because everybody won't call you.
Right. But I understand her perspective and I respect it. But I
I
also
didn't want
think,
him to leave.
I don't think none of us
understand.
did. I don't think none of us did, but we do understand. But
I don't think-
I see where she coming from. She's saying like, well, we gotta build our shit, and then the first thing we do when we build it is sell it to them.
Yes.
And we do that, and I understand that. And
fine. This
Killer
is my
Mike said
thing.
that. As a matter of fact, he said that's what happened in
One
Atlanta.
thing we ain't gonna fucking do.
Killer Mike said that he said that do that in Atlanta. He's like all the parents built up the black communities, and then once their kids got them and the parents got old or died, the kids are sold them back to the people.
Just
That's
for the
going
money.
to gentrify them
Just
just
for
for the
the
money.
money.
So it's basically she's saying
Don't
he
sell
cared about
grandma
himself
house.
more than he cared about the community.
Don't sell
And I
grandma's house.
understand
We
it.
know
Right.
it's raggedy.
Don't sell. Fix it up. Find some carpenters. I know black carpenters,
There is
plumbers,
history in there.
all of them, and then you can fix it up and then rent it out to somebody who might need it.
And again, I look at this again. Nobody wanted Deion to leave. I didn't say I wanted him to leave, but I understand he's leaving because, again, this is his vision. We can speculate whatever we want to all day, but only Deion knows what he's trying to do.
We got another caller. Deion Sanders all day. What up, caller?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What
This
up,
is Rich.
Rich?
Rich.
What's up?
Rich.
What it do? Holla at
What's
your boy.
happening, family?
First thing
How's
first, Rich.
everybody, man?
Fuck the Cowboys.
Grand rising to you gentlemen, man. I just got my ass out of the bed, but I did it today.
Retire life. Holla at your boy.
Look, hey, I was just listening. I just chimed on, was just listening to the previous caller regarding HBCUs and Deion and what's going on with him. And I got to say, I disagree. Having attended an HBCU, shout out to Philander Smith College in Little Rock, Arkansas. Go Panthers.
Go
Them was my
Panthers.
dudes,
You was in that picture with Jerry Jones?
He about to
Your ass old as hell, Rich.
That was you that wanted to keep out of school.
They was trying to keep you
I'm
out
clouded. I'm telling you
Rich, you
right
shoulda
now.
told
I'm
us.
clouded. Wait a minute, because look, boy, it's kept your ass was in that picture too. Stop playing.
Absolutely.
Hey, but look here, man. Yeah, look, I got a shout out to Deion Sanders. I think he's an incredible dude. Did an incredible thing. Because here's my point. No one was talking about HBCUs prior to. Well, there was some
Few.
few people were saying how like we need to rep them more and do more and blah blah blah. Until Deion came onto the scene
Made him
and
do it.
that whole HBCU thing blew up.
Yes.
And so I think that lends to a narrative or a mindset that, yes, we absolutely do need to support these agencies more and do what we can for them. I don't fault Deion for leaving. He's an opportunist. Like somebody
Yes.
said earlier, he's
absolutely.
an opportunist, and I appreciate and respect the fact that he takes on opportunities that are presented to him. I can't fault that. I can't fault that. I got to get
At
behind
all.
that. Yeah.
My sentiments exactly, Rich.
Yeah. I think given an
I-
opportunity to do something, and look, he may go to Colorado and go up there and do his thing and rep them really, really well, and then there's an NFL offer that comes up. Guess what?
Boom.
He
He
gonna
gone.
jump
It is.
ship.
Because that's the
He's
biggest
gonna
issue.
jump ship, and I can't fault him for that. I think
agree.
he's gonna be like doing the thing that everybody would do given an opportunity.
See, what
So,
I think is like my example of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. I think the previous caller was more Malcolm X, but we need a Martin Luther King too. So what I'm saying is, Deion could go through the ranks and become the first the first coach / player owner of the NFL, which is a blueprint,
Right.
showing how do we do it, and then
Absolutely.
people could follow behind him. So
Right.
I agreed. I understood what she was saying, and I understand what you're saying, and I think we need both. We need to play
Right.
all of the aspects
Absolutely.
to help us get where we need to go. That's what I think. So I agree.
Yes. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I said from every angle.
Every
we
angle,
need
exactly.
positions from every angle in order to get where we're trying to go. So,
I agree.
yeah,
It's not
I
just
gotta
one
rock with
fight.
that.
It's not just one focused
Right,
fight. It's a fight
right.
on
and there's
all the
not
aspects.
just one road. There's
So we
not
need
just
teachers.
one
We need
path. There's many
everything.
paths.
Yeah, we need many paths.
And
Yeah.
he's demonstrating that he's already made a different path. So
Right. I
That's
agree.
real.
One thing I hope,
That's
this
real.
is one thing that I hope, and I believe he's doing it, but I'm not sure. But I hope he's teaching the young black men that he's coaching about financial literacy.
Right.
Oh, look here. I guarantee you, because see, Dion has seen the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
He's seen
She
cats
said
that
she
have
didn't
gotten
make
into
that,
the
yeah.
league or had an opportunity to get into the league and make financial advancements and not do it and end up broke again.
Yeah.
Or cats that have gotten there, made their money, and ended up broke. So you know he's seen that. And so
Absolutely.
it would behoove him to to share with these young men. Look, it's not, and he said it in some of his some of the YouTube posts that I've seen.
Yeah.
He's talked about that in the locker room.
Yeah.
He's like, "Why are you here? Why are you here? You not just here to get recognition or fame or even to make money." He said this should catapult to what you're doing in retirement.
Yes.
And so the
Absolutely.
long-term thing is what he's trying to instill in these young men. And I can't do nothing but applaud that, man. Can't
Absolutely.
do anything but applaud that because that's so needed. C4, as you and I were talking last night, financial literacy is a cancer that's killing our community, and we got to do more about it.
Absolutely, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like your take on
Absolutely.
that, big
And
bro.
I think Dion is doing his thing to make that happen.
I
But
agree.
not only is he sending that message, he's showing the way. He's leading
Right,
by
he's showing
example.
a path,
he's
right.
showing the
And,
footsteps.
and my thing is with black people, we can't just see one path of a black man and think that's the only path or he's selling out because he's ascending. We got to also see that we got to do our part too. It's all kind of parts that we can do. So I agree with
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Deion's
Oh, yeah.
doing his part in his way. I think I don't know if Deion was
Right.
put here to be Malcolm or Malcolm
Right,
X.
right. To be
He
the
might be more like
spokesperson
a
for
Martin Luther
every
King
black
or a-
person that's
Yeah, I
like
see- I see
promoting
both
and representing
sides.
HBCUs.
I see
and all
both
of that.
sides, but I think every person has to look within to see what their purpose is, who they are.
Right.
I really think
See,
he want to be
the
compensated
previous
for
caller,
what he's been doing.
she's the type to be like, yo, I'm Angela and Malcolm and Martin. So, and that's her, and I respect that about her. We love that about her because I love
Oh, yeah,
that.
got to,
But she
got
can't
to.
think everybody got to be Angela, Malcolm, and Martin.
It
Some
ain't a
people
lot of
gonna
Angelas
be,
out
some people
there.
gonna be Medgar Evers. They gotta die.
Some
Some people
gotta
gonna be
Rosa
Tammy
Parks.
Lou Faye. Some people got Rosa Parks. Right, it's all kind of parts. Some people gotta be Nat Turner. I'll be like Nat Turner.
No, you
There you go. There you go.
I'm Nat Turner.
Suge.
Suge is gonna be like Dak Prescott. He's gonna be Dakota.
Touchdown.
right. Count it.
Suge look like a Dakota.
Thanks for the call, big bro.
I appreciate you.
Thanks
Love
for
you,
the
bro.
Hey,
call.
love
you,
y'all,
boy.
man. Keep
Hey,
doing
we going
your
to
thing,
DBs,
man.
I
I
think.
love the show. I love what y'all are doing, man. Y'all hold it down here.
All right,
sir.
love you, boy.
Hey, meet
Thank
us
you,
at
brother.
DB's
Peace and
after the
love.
show.
Meet us at DB's.
Out.
We out here. The number is 551-5261. If you want to comment on Deion Sanders, since we still talking about this motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of, play the audio, Dr. Umar.
Oh, y'all want to hear Dr. Umar? What he said about Deion?
Yes.
I think Dr. Umar's kin to the previous
on,
caller.
I think he's on her side.
The previous caller that called up here, that might be. That might be
They're kinfolk.
Yeah, that might be her kin. That might be her uncle, Uncle Umar Jackson. All right, hold on. The ad. Oh, skip that. All right, here go.
Tier high school athletes to come to
Maybe.
Personally disappointed in Deion is I thought he was there for a movement, not for money. Meaning, Deion Sanders, the coach of Jackson State, I foresaw a situation where Deion would hire other coaches, other retired black NFL greats to coach other HBCUs. In doing so, you attract our top tier high school athletes to come to HBCU.
Maybe.
Stay with me.
Eddie George is at Tennessee State.
Stay with me. Football and back. You know, like I know, if you got top tier NFL greats coaching HBCUs, the athletes are coming just like they was coming for Deion. He showed you, Charlamagne.
Deion, though.
He showed
Dr.
you.
Umar.
And his other one's just as
one
great.
of the most famous people ever.
And his other one's just as great. So listen.
Eddie George at Tennessee State.
That's one person. We talking about a system, not an individual. You got HBCUs at risk of being closed. I read something that said almost a half of them. A half may not survive the decade. So this was bigger than football. This was about the survival of the HBCU.
It's bigger than Deion,
especially,
though, Dr. Umar.
no,
Yes,
no,
it is. I think
no.
Stop trying to. You're blaming an individual.
Stop trying to give celebrities a pass, Charlamagne.
No, you're blaming an individual
I'm not
instead of
blaming
talking about
him.
the issue.
I'm blaming black men for not being men.
Low endowments.
Correct.
That's a us problem.
He part of us. Why you keep exhibiting celebrities?
But he's one
They're
person.
not better than us.
He's one person.
Okay, but the point is that one man could have been a catalyst for a movement that would have revolutionized the survival of HBCUs.
But why does the movement stop just because he left? HBCUs gonna still be here.
You're missing the point.
No,
The
HBCUs gonna
abolition
still be
wasn't
here.
just about, and for him to pull out of Jackson State the way that he did it before making sure the HBCU system survived, to me was selfish. He chose money over the movement, Charlamagne, and celebrities do it all the time, and y'all want to give him a pass. Nobody get no pass. I don't
very
care
unfair
who
to say.
Deion Sanders is. He had a chance to help, and he hurt, and y'all want to
kids for several years, black kids, when he was opening up prime prep.
It's longer, but I just want y'all to hear Dr.
What
Umar's
Dr. Umar
part.
said. What do y'all think? Because I think Dr. Umar's being harshly unfair to Deion. But I understand why, because I know
He
who Dr.
explained
Umar
it
is.
to a T, what he thought.
Do he got a school yet?
He working on it.
making
one.
He been making one for 70 years.
No, he bought the. Now, like I told you earlier, it's hard being a black guy.
Nobody want to support him.
Nobody ain't supporting him.
Yeah.
But
The people that should support him ain't supporting him, like Oprah, Michael Jordan, Jay-Z,
you expect
Kanye, all them.
and Michael Jordan and them to
I
support him?
know. I would. They black.
I
They
hear
doing
what you're
something
saying,
different.
and
That's my point.
Should they? Yeah, they should, but
So then it's harder.
Everybody don't have that.
But
So
what
he's
we're saying
saying
is it's
hard. That's
harder.
what he's saying.
If you don't got the
I get
funding, then it's harder. But if if he was not making a school for black people,
Absolutely.
it would be easier. Like LeBron made that charter school, but it ain't just for black people.
right.
And it's for all people.
Right.
So they gave him money too. They funded it for him. So don't be so harsh on him because it's really hard to do some shit like that.
I'm not being harsh on him.
With
I'm just
no
saying,
support.
Look, I don't think the HBCUs.
Boss lady, I can't reply.
I don't think the HBCUs are dying off.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
They have donations that they get. I'm sure they should be getting.
They're
And
struggling.
They're super struggling.
I
They're
get
struggling.
it, and I understand that. That's why they take these games on against these big schools, and these kids get beat the hell down for a few dollars.
But why do you think they're struggling? That's the question. Because
the lack of exposure, and the lack of exposure comes because people don't think. Look, when people go and look at the combine or whatever, they don't think, oh well, let's look at all the people from HBCUs. They don't really care about them. They look at them. They're looking at the athletes from the top Power 5 schools.
right. And HBCUs,
So they don't get their chance to shine. Deion shined a light on those HBCUs while he was there to show, yes, they have talent too. Yes, these kids deserve every bit of a chance as these big Power 5 schools.
Right, but the question is, why do big Power 5 schools don't struggle with their income and money and funding, and HBCUs do.
Because
Somebody
they get the
said
fun with these.
clearly C4 knows nothing about HBCUs. Literally nothing. Try again next week. This was a reply,
That's
bro.
fine.
Hey,
If that makes you feel better, okay.
so
Okay.
I understand, because listen, I know how hard it is to be when you're trying to do something and you ain't got the funding. It's hard, bro. Like you gotta maneuver shit. So I'm saying, Dr. Umar, I believe his vision, what he say is right. He be right about a lot of shit. We need to teach our own kids. That's important. Because they teaching our kids whatever they want the kids to think. If we teach our own kids, so we need more schools where black people can send their kids to and teach them. But ain't nobody trying to do it. He trying to do it, so I wouldn't take so much. I wouldn't be so critical about him on him because he only one trying to do it. It's one other dude trying to do it.
It
Young
should have
dude.
been a whole lot of more people down there with him.
It should have been a
That-
whole lot
that
more
don't
people
want to be-
that claim they for the people should have been like, yo, how
All
much
of
you
y'all
need?
would
I'm
have
gonna
been
send you $1 million.
All of
bro.
y'all
I
would have been
agree.
in Colorado. All of y'all would have been in Colorado if that what the goal was, to get to a D1. Everybody that would have with him, the coaches that's down there now, or that would have joined him, other superstars or whatever, they would have went to Colorado with him. He taking everybody he think valuable with him. So it's like, I don't think. Again, I think when he got down there, he had a goal. Your goal changes once you see shit come to a fruition. I see this coming, so let me think bigger. I
True.
think it
Your
changed
goals
when he
update.
got there.
Yeah, they update.
But I think what Dr. Umar is saying, what a lot of people want.
I feel you. I agree.
And I even thought this. I
A lot
thought the
of people
same
feel
exact
that
way.
way.
But I ain't. The second part, like he sold out like this. Bring other coaches, other HBCUs, other NFL greats,
Right.
or players,
Right.
to go at least bring your name down there to get kids to come to those schools.
Kids
but
and
did
money
nobody
and income.
move? But Eddie George.
Right.
Nobody else moved. So
Well,
it's
yeah.
like, of course I want Deion to stay there. I guarantee you, like, we were talking about the money thing. Give Deion $6 million there, he'd have stayed. He ain't got the money to stay there. And I hate to say it's about money, but at
It's
the same
about
time,
money a
I'm
lot.
listening to both sides.
Because that's what
Yeah,
HBCUs
I
are
want
lacking.
I want to be compensated for what the hell I'm doing.
Absolutely.
$300,000 a year ain't it.
And
When
on
they
the-
offering you $6 million.
And on the same token,
Who turned that down?
What the first caller said is valid too. So it's always going to be trade-offs whenever you're trying to do something.
Yes.
But like you said, you hate to say it's about the money, but we all know the reason why HBCU is struggling is because of the money.
Right.
Deion brought an influx of money to there, but like the poor report said, they was doing some funny stuff with the money, and that probably also helped them leave too. But at the end of the day, I don't think Deion's a sellout. I do think we
I
as
don't
black
think he's a
people
sellout
need
at
to stick to our things
Wish he
more
would've stayed.
and stop selling our things and build it for the future generations.
I do
but
see what the first caller was saying.
I think
too.
Deion is Martin Luther King. He used to talk to the president, and the president used to tell him, "Yo, Martin Luther King, I hear all that what y'all say y'all want, but you know, in this climate, you got to make us do that. So you got to go to the streets and have the people protest for it to change."
Are y'all
and
coming to help Deion?
To
Are
me,
y'all going to the games?
To me, that's what
Right.
Deion gonna do.
Y'all going to Jackson State games? Everybody want him to stay there?
Right.
Are you buying
True,
Jackson
that's
State?
true.
Are you buying
Buying
Jackson
the
State
gear?
stuff?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
donating to
you-
Jackson State?
Are
and
you
that-
buying undrafted all-star stuff?
One man can't change it. You got to support that one man as the people. You can't just put it all on him and then when he leaves, put all the blame on him.
Yeah.
So
The person-
Obama
wait,
said
wait.
it best. He said, "Listen, I can't change the world, but we can."
Yes.
And then he left. But
The
we can't
purpose-
change the world.
This is a comment. The purpose is to help the HBCUs get the money.
He could have
He
used.
could have used his resources over the next couple of years and brought in more sponsors and donors.
That's
That's
true.
absolutely, and that's where I
That's
was
true.
going with this. And I was saying, like the first guy is what I was saying. It was like sometimes it's like you dig for gold, you dig for gold, dig for gold. Okay, I'm gonna go over here because this is where everybody at.
Right.
But then your goal is a few feet away.
Missed it. Yeah.
So if I had kept going, like she's saying, finish his 4
I get
year
that.
out,
I understand
he
that.
probably would have got better than Colorado.
I
If he's
agree with
still
that.
gonna go, you could have got a better college to go to,
Possibly.
SEC.
Possibly.
But he's probably
Or-
gonna get that now if he do it with Colorado. So, like you said, I understand that point and I
Yeah.
agree with that. But I just think this is what I think. every human being has to look inside themselves and see what their purpose is, and they got to walk that path. So you can't expect everybody to walk the path you would walk.
Want them to walk.
Exactly.
Because that's unfair. So at the end of the day, we all can do more and do better for the black community since we black.
That's why I
support
changed my mind on what he did.
Buy black. Hey, buy Duce because Jay-Z on that. Quit drinking Hennessy. Y'all niggas love to drink Hennessy.
That's
buy Duce because Jay-Z
I want my money back.
Buy Ciroc because Puff on it.
If you got a comment on Deion, if you're a sellout, you like what he did, you don't agree, but it's cool, anything, 702-551-5261 is the number. Call there and we can holler at you.
And I would like to point out that somebody texted me and said I'm the sexiest one of the cast.
You can't text yourself, bruh. Come on.
They said the cowgirl fans is unsexy.
That's the fine boy with that white hat, that bomb. Hey, it's on here.
That's fine.
Oh man, what happened to the music? All right. So what's the next on the docket? What are we gonna talk about?
I can't reply. You look, I can't reply.
We gonna keep Deion on the. We gonna keep Deion on the docket, or we gonna talk about the Raiders because we is in Las Vegas.
We gotta talk about Baker Mayfield beating the Raiders, bro.
I
made a meme, man. I put the joy face on Baker Mayfield. This motherfucker won a game.
Fucking Raiders. Raiders. I just bought a clean ass Raiders coat, and y'all lost.
Take it back.
They still going out of it. Spelman Dorm still don't have central air. Really, Spelman?
Damn.
All the people with the money that came from that school.
That's true.
Absolutely. They don't get nothing back.
And that's what I'm trying to get to. They just tell you win. Like, yo, put some money into it. I agree. We need to do more. That's fucked up. I mean, it's hot. Yeah. Ain't that shit like in
messed up there, Michigan? The water?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Still?
The water, it ain't just Michigan. It's like 1,000. I seen Aaron Brockovich, the real one, the real Aaron Brockovich. She was on. It was like it's 1,000 cities throughout the U.S. that have that same problem with water.
Yeah,
that they don't. It's all in the Midwest. It's the middle of America.
That's where the oil at.
They don't be getting a fuck about them poor whites.
That's where the oil at.
That's why I'm gonna stop saying white people because white people think I mean all white of them. I don't mean the ones that's like me. Y'all regulars, we all in the same boat. I mean the ones up top.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop saying white people. I'm gonna say the elites, the whites.
No, we not giving them that type of nigga.
But yeah, that's fucked up that they ain't got no water and they ain't got no air. And they got a lot of people that graduated from there that don't give back. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, you can't blame one person for that. You got to blame the community.
Exactly. You got to blame the whole community.
And that's what we was telling the first caller.
Graduates.
Because the first caller was getting sassy talking about she don't care. She ain't say $1 billion though. If they offered her $1 billion, she might have sold this motherfucker. She said 100 million. She might stand on her principle with 100 million. But what if they said $1 billion?
All I'm saying is you're not.
Because then you could help a bunch of black people. You could do more.
Right.
What Nate was saying.
I see.
So I understood where Nate was coming from.
I get everybody angle.
Right.
I want him to stay. I thought about it. He gone anyway. But I was like, okay, let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna support him. I ain't buying no Colorado shit. But I hope he do good. If it's go to the NFL, I hope this is another stepping stone for him to get there.
Absolutely.
But give back to the HBCU.
Right. I agree with that.
And all you other scrub ass dudes that don't want to do nothing, take y'all ass down there and help them schools, man.
Please.
Be some culture. Ray Lewis, we ain't doing shit.
Right. Instead of talking bad about people, go be the change you want to see.
Yeah.
Go instead of wanting somebody to do something, you get up and go do something. That's like saying ain't nobody swept this front. Why is the front so dirty? Go sweep it. So instead of talking bad about actors, become more of an actor in your own community in your own way. And we'll have more, and then we need more love. That's all we need. So
we're going to move on with Deion.
Yes.
For a minute. We're going to talk about support Baker Mayfield. I got to do the Raiders real quick.
Yeah, the Raiders.
Baker Mayfield threw a game-winning touchdown on the Raiders on a 98-yard drive in the fourth quarter. It's down 16-3. They won 17-60. He put a Tom Brady on their ass.
And it was only 2 days in the play, 2 days there. That's important. He didn't know the playbook.
Do you think he saved his career?
Absolutely.
Yes. That don't mean he's going to be a starter, but he's going to be in the league.
I think he'll be a good backup.
Right.
When Matt Stafford decided to move on, he'll good fill in. Because I think Sean McVay, he was a good offensive coordinator. Like,
Yeah,
for real.
I think he's a great offensive. I think he's a better offensive coordinator than a head coach.
Like
personally.
North Turner.
He is the head coach.
I know, but I think he works better
Than a head
when
coach.
he's-
Like Josh
when
McDaniels.
he's just dealing with offensive
Absolutely.
coordinating. Yeah.
Like Josh McDaniels and North Turner. Y'all shouldn't be coaches no more.
Ever.
And I don't
At
like to
all.
tell people they should get fired, but you should throw your job away.
Speaking of throw your job away, Josh McDaniels, why are you still in Las Vegas, bro? You should be fired right now. That's the fourth 13-point lead loss that they had.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
That's right.
Hey, fuck
Raider
it.
Nation, y'all suck.
Raiders. Hey, Tonio, I said I wasn't going to talk bad about the Raiders, but look what they making me do. Look at what they
It's
every
hard-
time I
it's
try
hard
to get
to
out,
skip
they
that.
pulling me back in.
It's hard to skip this.
The fuck?
We
And
got
I'm
a few
rooting
minutes
for 'em.
left. We got a few minutes left. We ain't talking about them fools no more. We got to talk about everybody want to hear these picks.
All right, picks of the week.
We start with the Cowboys and the Texans. Cowboys 17.5. Goddamn. Over 44.
That's crazy.
I have no reason to believe the Cowboys cannot cover that. However, I think the value play on this is probably the over.
We got a call. Hey, ooh, Dion is a subject.
Y'all ain't called in this much since
Caller,
the
you're hot.
motherfucking.
Caller.
Yo, what's up, man? What's up?
Big Drake.
UnDrafted awesome. Yo, man, it's Big Dre, man.
What up, Dre?
What up?
Hey,
UnDrafted-
fuck the Miami
UnDrafted
Dolphins,
All-Star.
nigga. Beat y'all ass. Just want to let you know
Hey,
that.
man.
And I love you.
quarterback.
And I love you, but we beat y'all
Hey.
ass. That's why you ain't show up.
Hey, love is love. Hey, just because you my dog, I'm going to let you make it. Hey,
Oh, my God. I'm feeling
hey,
everything.
had you been anybody else, I'd have backhand you in the street.
Tell your
Hey,
friends about
smoke. Good game, man. Good game, man. I can't
I
believe
love
I'm
you,
so
bro.
embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed we lost to a third-string quarterback, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man.
I need some
We
comments
had
on
no
Deion
film.
Sanders, bro.
He had no film on the dude. Oh, man, Dion, man, congratulations to that dude, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Coach Prime, man. I think he made the right decision
Right on.
because you got to step.
What's your reasoning?
Man, I think you gotta take advantage of the opportunities while they out there, because one thing about our people, you know how we do, man. When you up, people gonna praise you. When you down, boy, people will dog you.
Man.
So you know what I'm saying. I think with the season that he had, success, like with them winning all the games they did, the championship, undefeated, all that kind of stuff, he can't put together a better season than what he did. So, like, if they come out next season, say for example, they come out next season, they bomb and they trash, they're gonna be like, well, what happened? Coach, they team trash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they're gonna be like, well, we ain't got it, blah blah blah. So it's like, on to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Get that bag. Plus, you know what I'm saying? They promised him money. He ain't get it, too.
You saying why he's hot? Go ahead and take that advantage of the opportunity, right?
And then, man, they just kept disrespecting that man. Man, the people, the people on the campus kept breaking into the man's
Breaking into his
car.
car, yeah.
Stuff. You know what I'm saying? Doing stuff to his kids.
Right.
They promised him money. The man was taking baths and pools and stuff. Like, the whole situation was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that he can go ahead and go to Colorado, a bigger school, bigger name. He
Better
can go
facilities.
ahead and he can go more money, and that way he can reach back and help other coaches step into that limelight in the HBCU.
Absolutely. That's a
then
good angle.
And then pull those coaches up into the NCAA, into those bigger schools. And then as he move up, he can pull other coaches up to the next level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a great point, bro.
That's a super great point, which I understood. I think that's his purpose.
I think that's his
why,
idea.
That's why I don't knock him.
But you
for
can't
staying.
tell everybody what you doing. Well, my niggas,
Exactly.
everybody can't do that.
Yeah, it's always gonna be.
You
some
want to
niggas.
bet?
Right.
As soon as he fell, bro, and I know, some people out there waiting for that man to fail. As soon as he
Waiting.
fell, they're gonna be
Gonna
like,
be on him. Yeah,
exactly. So
it won't
man,
be me. I don't like to kick a black man while
Him
he
getting to a bowl at Colorado is a win.
right.
Any kind of bowl, Alamo Bowl, not the Cotton Bowl with
Any
The
bowl,
Bowl
Sugar
Bowls,
Bowl, the Turkey
the New
Bowl,
Mexico
the All-Star
Bowl.
Bowl,
Right.
Las Vegas
the
Bowl.
Fiesta Bowl.
Spaghetti bowl.
Oh, and he going to Caucasian country. That's
yes.
Caucasian country right there,
Oh, yes.
Rado. So he gonna have his work ahead of him. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny how I just think it's so funny how, you know what I'm saying, one of the first speeches he gave and one of the first coaches meeting he gave, he was telling them boys, y'all better jump in the portal because I'm bringing my boys from Michigan.
He
I'm bringing
did.
my boys.
Hey, I like his. He was
We
up
about to
front and
build this
real.
thing over here.
Yeah.
He was up front and real.
Y'all better go ahead and transfer because these positions I already feel like that's crazy.
He was up front and real with him. I respected it because I'd be like, all right, that mean I got to go if I know I ain't gonna do
You
it.
gotta go on and establish yourself as the alpha, bro.
But we got to get on. We got to get these picks on, Big Dre. So we gonna
Thanks
get
for
you
the
up.
call, big homie.
Come to DBs and we can talk about it some more.
Yes, sir.
Pull up on y'all today, man. I've been trying to get over there for a minute, man.
All right, for
I'm
sure.
pulling-
Love you,
I love
boy.
y'all. Way
Love,
bigger
bro.
than sports. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Way bigger than
Yes,
sports.
sir.
Thank you, bro. Hell yeah.
All right, so let's get these picks real quick, fellas.
Jets and the Bills.
What's the for over and under? I mean, what's the
Minus
point?
10. Oh, my God.
Who the
The
Jets?
Bills.
Oh, what they tripping? They
That is
tripping.
disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. Take the Jets and the points.
Hell
please.
yeah.
I'm taking Buffalo.
With the points?
Yep, I'm taking Buffalo minus 10.
Right on.
They played that first game, and they didn't play well in that. I think they're going to play much better this time, and they have to win it.
Right on.
So they can stand.
No. Browns and Bengals. Deshaun Jackson is back. Deshaun Watson is back. Bengals minus 5.5.
Damn, they said, fuck you, Deshaun.
Clearly.
Well, I'm going to go with the Bengals. Joe Burrow, the best quarterback coming out of that draft.
C4?
I say take the over.
I'm going to say Browns. I don't know why.
They
No.
ain't mad at that.
Vikings, Lions. 1.5. Oh, my God. Oh, well, 10-2? Vikings
They
team?
Something
disrespectful.
wrong with that. Something wrong with
They
that.
disrespectful, y'all, Miami. Hey, I mean Minnesota. My daughter's saying Minnesota. Hey,
And I'm
y'all
still
better
saying
show up.
Lions.
I'm saying
Jared
Minnesota.
Jared Goff ain't fucking with y'all.
I'm saying Minnesota.
I'm taking Minnesota in the over.
I'm taking
Kirk's
the
so
Lions.
icy.
Jags, Titans 3.5.
Titans.
Jags,
Jags.
Sunshine be
I
balling.
like
He
the
finna come
Jags.
he ball out.
He got something to get the Titans, so I'm taking the Jags.
Yeah, Sunshine.
Eagles, Giants in New Jersey. Eagles 7.5, 44.5 over.
Giants plus 7.5.
I agree with you.
I like the Giants, and I think they're gonna win.
I agree, but I want to hedge my bet.
I'm not being a but I think they're gonna win this game.
It's
But we'll
division
see.
rivalry. You know how they go.
Ravens without Lamar
The other team.
and the Steelers. Steelers
Steelers.
minus 2.
The Steelers, because Lamar is everything for the Ravens.
I think the Steelers. Yeah.
I like the Ravens. Huntley is pretty good. Now he practicing all week. We'll see. Chiefs, Broncos. Chiefs 9.5 over
Chiefs.
Lamar Wilson.
Chiefs.
Lamar Wilson, Russell Wilson.
Bronco country.
I
That's
like,
right.
I like Lamar, bro. I think Lamar gonna win. I think they're gonna win this game.
Who you do?
Yeah, against the Chiefs. I think they're
Bronco
gonna win.
country. That's right.
I think they're gonna win.
I'm going with the Chiefs because
Broncos
Patrick
country.
Mahomes the best out.
That's
But I'm
right.
gonna take that 9.5. But
Oh, you better take the 9.
Broncos country. That's right.
If that 9 would have been 10, I would have took the Broncos.
Yeah.
I'm taking Kansas City.
It's
Nah,
nine and a
minus 10.
half.
I needed to be 10. They ain't
I'm
show.
taking Kansas City minus 10.
49er Buccaneers. Tom Brady going to California 3.5. 49er for the third string quarterback.
Hey, y'all know Tom Brady is a 49er fan. Y'all know that, right?
No.
He was at the catch. Yes,
Nobody
he was.
cares.
Nobody
But
cares
check this
at
out.
all.
Take the Niners because Brock is in the building, you bitch ass.
Number 1 defense against the number 5 defense.
Number what?
Panthers,
50
Seahawks.
50
I'll
offense.
take the under. I'll take the under on that, but I
Panthers,
like touchdown
Seahawks
Thomas.
3.5.
Seahawks.
See Panthers.
Seahawks. Panthers, you said?
No, Seahawks.
Seahawks. Chargers, Dolphins. Dolphins 3.5.
Dolphins.
Dolphins, y'all better
Dolphins
win.
and the over.
Otherwise, we talking
53
most shit
and a
to
half.
Dre.
53.5.
Dolphins and the over.
See, I mean,
Dolphins.
All right. Patriots, Cardinals. Monday night. 1.5 Patriots. I like the Patriots.
I like the Cardinals.
I like the Cardinals.
I like the Patriots.
Ball their ass out, Kyler. Show them
Yeah,
what
we
black
already talked about the
quarterbacks
Star Raiders.
do.
Got Baker Mayfield.
Raiders, y'all disappoint me, man. I can't wear my
You say I'm
jacket.
tripping on. She say I'm tripping on these picks. We got to close this thing, man, and get close to that. Hey, thank you for tuning in to the UnDrafted AllStarz.
Thanks for calling in.
Radio show.
Hey,
I am your host.
don't be calling
Big
y'all-
Shoe,
don't be
a.k.a.
call-
Sugar the Great, a.k.a. Mr. Tell
I
Your
need
Friends
music. I'm
About Me.
tripping.
Then we got my homie.
Q Mecca, 2 texts up. You know, tragic gonna hold you down.
We got C4 Nate, 7-618. Y'all have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves and be safe.
Have a great
And
motherfucking
remember,
weekend.
offer Boss Lady $1 billion and see what she do.
We rolling. We going to DBs after this, baby. Meet us up there. We
Q
out.
Mecca, 2 texts up.